Today we're getting on the boat and we're going to Victoria, and I'm keen to take you guys along with me. So I was invited to one of Kincrome's invitational events with all of the other creators that are under Kincrome. And so yeah, let's get straight into that event. So this first afternoon and evening was just about orientation. We drove around the farm to each different spot and set up and got to meet everyone. And then Jacko Evans turns up in the side-by-side, and it's time to give all of the creators a go around the racetrack. So we had this awesome little grassy spot set up on top of the hill looking over the racetrack, and well, that's how we spent our night. So yeah, it's still the first night and they brought us down to the racetrack to give all the creators a go in the cars. I honestly think this is Kincrome's way of saying, you know, you think your car can go off-road, you think your car goes fast, you know, you think your car handles well, check this out. Like, that's seriously what I think the goal is, and it's working, because that's the single sickest thing I've ever done, I think.
Like I'm paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath the skin. It's like I'm paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right beneath my skin.
And so that was our first night. Person after person, lap after lap. Jacko took everyone around the track. We got air, we got sideways, it was dusty. It was absolutely awesome. When you're in it, you can tell that he's just got like full control of the car. It's kind of like you can't feel anything. Like in a four-wheel drive, you kind of feel the bumps and you feel everything. But in that, like, you just don't feel a thing. It absorbs everything. It's unreal. It's totally changed my mind on him, that's for sure. On the second day, we were told to line up all our cars down at the front of the property, and all of the people from all of the stores were going to be turning up that morning, and we were all responsible for taking them to the different activities. And so the first activity that we did was the drag racing. One thing about the drag racing, which was mind-blowing, is just how well Mac's 79 goes. It beat Richard's Barras, the L98 from LCS, and it nearly even beat the Polaris. Now we've got the race that everyone's been waiting for, me versus the Gold Bus from TikTok. I know for a fact, just from being around Drews, that as soon as he hits third gear, they just hit boost and they come on hard. Like, I think a TD will probably always come off the line first, but as soon as any other car comes on, it's game over for the TD because they just don't rev. But that became a pretty funny bit of banter between Pooly and I for the rest of the weekend and the rest of the trip. Just did the drag races and
I just got chopped by a TD. I was on launch control, but then at the end, I was in limp mode.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was at the start or if it was halfway down the track.
Yeah. It probably makes for better footage anyway, because I was fully expecting Pooly to just freaking light me up, so you wouldn't have seen
But it was funny because we were actually like neck to neck the whole way.
Yeah.
You took off before me, but then we were just like held it. But I was in limp mode. So I nearly beat you in limp mode.
That's just TD life, I think.
I reckon we should have a rerun.
Yeah, for sure. If you want to see it, put it in the comments. We headed back up to the main part of the property. We had lunch. I talked to heaps of different people. Shout out if you came up and said g'day. It was really nice to meet you and I appreciate you checking out my videos and all that kind of thing. And yeah, for the rest of the day, it was just good vibes, good food. We spent most of the night down on the river. And yeah, I didn't get any footage of that night because it was just about chilling and meeting people and having a good time. It was a really, really fresh morning. There was dew on everything down by that river. But yeah, it was time to pack up. So we're wrapping up the weekend here at Kincrome. This is the man that made it all possible.
Well, me and a few other people, but yeah.
This is Tank at Kincrome, and he's actually the one that reached out to me and sorted me out some tools and that. A big thank you to you, man. Thanks for having me.
No, absolutely loved having you here. Appreciate the effort. You guys put in a massive effort too. So everyone on board put in a huge effort, but having you here was a good time.
Kincrome are going to be doing their own coverage of this event, and they're also going to be giving away $5,000, so subscribe to their channel so you don't miss out on that. I think it was 2, maybe 3 hours on the road, and I got to Dan Kistler's. Jesse Gleason, another one of our mates, was going to be in Victoria at the same time, and so he was also staying at Dan's, and so it just fit in so perfectly that he was able to come for a wheel with us as well. The next morning we got up early and headed to one of the local properties where Dan wheels. So yeah, we've aired down. Apparently the first thing that we're coming down to is a pretty cool winch. So I'm keen to try out the Cobra in anger. But yeah, I've got Patrick with me.
How you going?
He's Off-Road Lens on Instagram. He takes a really good photo, so I'm glad he's coming along.
Camera car today.
Yep, that's right. But yeah, we'll go and get into it and see what this wall's all about. I was not ready for what was coming on this day. He films with a GoPro. One thing they do not do is show how rude the terrain really is. Yeah, if you watch Dan's videos, just understand that if you're seeing comp trucks struggling, it's for a good reason.
How's that, Timmy? First winch for the day?
Yeah, first winch properly with this winch. Yeah, no, it went all right. winch goes alright too. Don't nod.
No, it doesn't. Sherry can't see that.
You drive that, Kistler? Yeah.
I love these things.
Give us your thoughts about this hook, Sherry.
See his hook? Launch it, go to road run and get a better one. Back it off.
You got like a metre to go back. Keep going, yeah, stop there and steer either that way or this way. Oh! Rock to the ankle. I get the feeling that that was kind of like an initiation hill, just to see what I was comfy with.
No, you did it right, mate.
Yeah, dead set. Like, just to be really clear to everyone watching, this car isn't keeping up with cars like that. I've been spoiled with how dry the ground is. And anyone who watches Kistler's videos, you know, if you see a comp truck skidding around on sevens, those two hills are already steeper and harder than anything we've got on the hard side of the $1,000 track. I'm being very modest today. I've got a feeling if I start getting cocky, I'm gonna get chucked fair in the deep end. This is something they're pushing through now, and so it's not really pushed through yet, so I might leave this one to the comp trucks, I think. Go for a walk.
Hang on, mate. Yours is the comp truck because it's got that thing in the bull bar. I've got messages you calling it a comp truck. Call him out, guys. Call him out.
I'll tell you what, after this trip, after seeing this shit, I'll take it off for you. How does that sound?
No, it's a comp truck. You leave it on, mate.
It's a big eye-opener, like Victoria compared to what we got at home, I'll tell you that now. So I'm just gonna go for a walk and get some videos of this. So these guys come around to do this loop here, and I wasn't here, so I'm not sure what happened, but apparently Sherry come down into this. This is a pretty rude little steep pit. And apparently his car's like, what is it? The sticks in reverse?
Oh, it's like the light, the reverse lights are on, but it's like in neutral, and then you can't get any gears, so it's like just neutral.
Yeah, right. I guess we'll try and sort this out. Oh, Sherry's car's down there buggering around with the box. He called for the grinder, so I've got an Uber. But yeah, we're chuffing back to my car to get the grinder, and then it sounds like it's going to get serious after that. Something jarred up in the selector in the gearbox. Essentially the car was in neutral and he couldn't get it into any gear. And so considering my car was the only one that was up on like an established track out of the property, we just walked up and we drove back to Sherry's house, which was only like 15 minutes away, got that same bit off another box and brought it back in. And it wasn't long before Sherry was able to join us again. Well, this one looks familiar. Seen this in a lot of videos.
It's a good one.
I mean, you can see with those guys standing there. Most of the videos I see are filmed from the top side, and so it doesn't look that tall, but like that's probably 5 foot.
If you stood in the water, it'd probably nearly be head height in there.
Gotta watch out for the tree. Nah.
It won't feel nice, but
You can probably get on the winch from there if you want.
yeah.
That's alright.
Yeah.
We'll just stay there and we'll just get on the winch from there.
Stay on the button. Do not let the button off. That hard, I'm like, oh, there goes the fan in the radiator.
Yeah, I
and all
thought
that.
everything jumped forward, yeah, and it was just hitting the body or something.
Yeah, it was nothing. Like,
Yeah.
Sherry's back in the game.
we thought you were taking
I thought you were taking the piece of that big rev, then you stepped off. That was cool. Then do you just slowly take off?
What actually happened was, because I'd been doing so much off-camber winching, I'd piled the rope up all to one side, and so it had actually locked that hard inside the bar. Dan ended up having to pull me up the hill. And then once I was up, I was able to sort the rope out again.
Well, you nearly had that, Chezza. See if it'll take off from there. Not a close bunker. Nah. Double filling. Is that double pay? Hopefully.
Change don't change like it used to. Who runs the roost round here? The coop's gone clear. Got the heart from the bass to the snares, but the word is what's keeping them here. Word to my peers. The work don't start till the top.
Here you go, mate.
You done with that? You
Done with
social
that.
Car?
No,
What do with these things?
Done. Social wheeler.
the comp truck has left my vocabulary.
He's been humble.
But yeah, thanks heaps for taking me out, Dan.
No
Appreciate
worries.
it.
It opens your eyes when you see it in real life.
100%.
A lot of people say, like you were saying earlier, it's a bit of a cliche thing, but yeah, some of the stuff we've got's like pretty rude.
Oh, I can't stress this enough too, and Daniel's been stressing it all day, that it is dry at the moment. Like in the wet, like I would have just been out of my depth. Like the car is capable in like even in that sort of place.
The car's fine.
I'm the weak link.
Obviously, if you haven't done much of it before,
Yeah.
like you get thrown in the deep end,
Yeah.
and that's just the way it goes. You've got to learn one way or another.
We've got some nice drives in Tassie. I think the hard stuff is going to have to leave my vocabulary as well. But yeah, like Climbys, Cumberland, like I think everything today was sort of sketchier than even the switchback on Cumberland.
Yeah. Usually we wouldn't have gone out today because it's too dry.
Yeah.
But we had a couple of special guests, so we'll show them around.
Yeah, I was freaking scared. But yeah, so that was a wicked day, but I did do some damage. I actually bent my front bar pretty badly. It looks like it's just the hoop, but it's actually the entire bottom half of the bar as well. And so I think it might just stay that way. And I'll just be stoked that it didn't touch the panels. But yeah, so once I was done at Kistler's, I got up the next morning and it was time to head back to the Victorian High Country with Pooly, Richard, Mac, TJ and Jono. So I met them at Lacola and we headed into the Victorian High Country. So yeah, I punched it out towards these guys. Ended up going to Lacola, I think. Stopped in there, got some diesel. I'm not really sure where we are, but all I know is we left from Lacola and we're going in to do a couple of climbs or something. And yeah, we'll keep moving. Most of this day was just sort of ridgeline driving. It wasn't crazy hard, but it was beautiful scenery. We did some awesome river crossings and just had a good day. When you've got vehicles like that are super capable, it's not very long before you end up doing something a little bit harder. And so we headed for Flats Track and we took on that hill. We've been trekking through the high country. It's dusty as, like, check out my dash. Yeah, I think this is called Flats Track. I think this is going to be the last sort of thing of the day. 6 o'clock now, or 6:15. That was wicked. So that's the top of Flats track. I might just try and get Pooly and Richard coming up here. Richard has a big heavy canopy on the back, and being on something so steep, they like waving front ends around on steps. Pooly should be right. I think he's wide and low like me. But yeah, we'll get a clip of these guys.
Stop.
Because that cruiser has a light motor up front, a super heavy rear, get it on something steep, it was just lifting wheels. And then we went to pull his winch out and the solenoid just clicked. The rest of us were parked up at the top of the hill, and so the only solution I could see was for me to reverse back down the hill, hook him up and tow him forward.
This is what you waited for, people ready to ride. This is what you waited for, people ready to ride. I think I'm ready tonight. I think I'm ready tonight. This is what you waited for, people ready to ride.
Bring it back, do it clean, clean, clean. Smoke a sack, give a max, sippin' lean, lean, lean. Fuck a chill, pop a bill, make a scene, scene, scene. 50 racks on the bands, off my jeans, jeans, jeans. Froze chillin', both them must get busy. I came from my kidneys and I'm trapping like I'm Whitney. Yo, bitch with me, nah, bro, she ain't missing. Hold on, who you dissing? I said, hold up, got my glizzy, bang, bang.
So yeah, once we were done up there, we headed back down to the campground where they were going to be camping for the night, and we organised all our camera gear and said our goodbyes. That just about wraps up my Victorian trip. These guys had me back to finish out the trip in the Victorian High Country. So
And he saved the day. He had to reverse back down a psycho track to help get bloody Richo up.
all's well that ends well though, and that was bloody awesome. And I think we've probably made a friendship for a long time,
Yeah,
which is
bloody
pretty
oath,
cool.
mate.
Awesome. Thanks heaps, guys.
Timmy.
Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late. Seen him down bad, now they tryna hate. Same ones try to hit me for the raise. Got a mill, now they